Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and welcome back for another Wingspan gameplay video from the World Cup 2024. We're still in the regional qualifying stage, and having won 5 of our first 5 games, we are off to a flyer. So coming into game number 6 here, we are finally going first in one, so we'll see if that's going to change our fortunes or not as we jump here into the starting hands. What have we got? Okay, nothing immediately jumps out at me there, but I did see in the tray, yeah, we've got Purple Martin and Superb Lyrebird, so those are both quite interesting birds to go for. But yeah, as I say, nothing else really in the hand that jumps out at me. Maybe Baltimore Oriole for the big point bird. Get something going in the forest, of course. Works for a few of these end of round goals. Does it work for the bonus card? It does. Dart Specialist, I think, is a no-brainer here. Really don't like these data analyst ones. They're very, very tricky, whereas Dart Specialist is normally quite straightforward, especially, I think, if you have the Forest Brown power in the game early to help get some more food and, yeah, get those big point birds down. So I think probably keep that. Not really that interested in the rest. There's maybe a world in which I keep this Bobolink, to be honest. Just trying to work out how I'd approach this this opening, and I'd be grabbing the Martin. I think probably not the Lyrebird, to be honest. I think I want to keep the Nectar, spend that on the Oriole, get that down, grab, hopefully Nectar, maybe a Worm, and then play that Martin. And then, yeah, I mean, Oriole, as I say, with the free food, going to help out. Bobolink maybe for later with the end of round goal, with the bonus card, and with just getting some eggs, because that could sometimes be quite tricky in the early game at the very least. So I think we'll lock that in and yeah, rely on that Martin, put it in the wetlands, do a bit of digging and see what comes our way. And alright, we'll see what our opponent has picked as we come into the first turn. 3 birds and 3 food, pretty normal. We're going to grab this Martin, we're going to leave this Lyrebird, we'll see if they go for it. Oh, Catbird, okay, well that is a very, very nice one. If they don't go for it, I almost certainly will. Great with the Oriole, great with the Martin in the wetlands. So that could be very interesting. Alright, they've left it. Oh, Barn Swallow. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Is it worth me taking the Catbird? I think I've got to. I think it's super strong to be going Catbird, Barn Swallow, in the same way as it is Catbird, Martin. And if I'm giving them berries, they'll be able to play it straight away. So I think we just take that. I think we've got to take that, and now Bleated Woodpecker comes up. So, okay, well, that might be something they go for, but to be honest, I'd sort of be alright with that, because we've got the cavity spaces already. So if we get even a bit of free eggs along the way, I can certainly live with that. Yeah, and they've gone and picked up the Lyrebird as well, so that's kind of fun. But interesting, they don't have the food for Bleated Woodpecker. That might change if we give them a berry here, so we have to think carefully about that. But we will play the Oriole. Got to get that down. Big point bird. Get this forest going. And yeah, I think we take food, start getting these birds down. And there might be a world in which actually I want them to get the Oriole down, because if they play the Oriole and then get, or not the Oriole, the Woodpecker, get my bird names right. And then they give me the free egg, that helps my tempo. So it's sort of like a, you know, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine sort of thing. So they have taken food anyway. It looks like Bleated Woodpecker will be going down. So we'll take these 2 worms. Kind of was hoping to get the Nectar, but so be it. And we'll just take food again. Hopefully get some Nectar, and as I say, hopefully get the free egg that I'm sure they'll give out, because they've already got 2 cavity nests, or they will do once that goes down. But yeah, Lyrebirds, not the best power for it to copy, to be honest, in the Oriole, so I'm not that worried about them having it. I think it probably was a block. It was probably a, I don't want you having Lyrebird if I'm going to have Bleated Woodpecker, because it's potentially a strong one to copy. So yeah, hopefully you'll get a free egg there. Please get some Nectar. Alright, we'll take the 1. And okay, do we take... I think we take a seed here. The reason being, just thinking maybe about this Bobolink later. Because I can always feed the Catbird with the berries and the worm. And then I've got the Martin, I can feed that and Nectar. And then maybe I do want to play something with these seeds later. So we'll go with that. And yeah, keep giving out this food. I think this is a position where it's okay for me to give out food because my opponent wants to take food a lot. They want to use this woodpecker. So giving them some free berries, probably not going to make a huge world of difference. Whereas I have birds that need berries, and I don't want to be taking food that much. I want to be spending my turns drawing cards, digging, getting those tucks, playing birds as well. So those are both kind of high up on my priority list for now, rather than taking food. So I'm sure they'll want to play lyrebird or something else. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's tucked under here. I suppose we'll never know, unless or until it comes out. But we'll see if they want to go for the centre round. I'm not too bothered. I don't really have anything anyway. I want to get these two down, ideally back to back. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, we had a game recently where we had a very defensive opponent not giving out eggs. Not the case here, which is definitely good for me. So yeah, Martin will go down. We'll use... I don't think it matters massively. I'm just sort of like prepping for in case they draw cards and reveal something good. I want to keep the flexibility with the nectar, so we'll play Martin with the worm. We'll play Catbird with 2 berries and a nectar. And yeah, get to digging, get to card drawing. We're going to be looking at 4 cards each turn here and scoring 2 points, which is massive. And I think we just dig, and basically, I think the equation is simple. We look for Mute Swan. That's kind of it. Oh, Pakiko, very nice. Okay, that's a super strong wetlands as well, being built out here. So they're not going lyrebird. We'll see if they go for the crossbill. But we're going to play our catbird. And yeah, spend the right food for it. So nice start to a wetlands. But as I say, we want to get more. We want to get more tucking birds. So definitely Mute Swan's top of the list. Bush tit would be great. Main duck would be great. Any of those sorts of birds is basically what I'm going to be digging for. So I think they might pick up the crossbill here. I feel like, have they deliberately kept back seeds? I think if they wanted to play lyrebirds, there might have been a world in which they could have spent some of those seeds on the Pakiko. Well, they've not been paying too close attention to their food. But yeah, I think crossbill could be an interesting play here. 6-point bird and helps for another own goal. But equally, they might just want to join me in digging and seeing what comes up. So let's go and draw. Okay, we're getting some good options here. What do we get rid of? I do like this ibis for the wetlands. Probably this warbler can go, as can this black tern. And of course, Carnage is not a bad find. Not a bad find at all. So that might be something we potentially play in the forest. Just push that another spot. We're going to have loads of cards, so having the option to discard cards and get more food, I think is going to be valuable for us in this game. But we shall see. So they did play another bird. In the forest, what was it? Oh, whiteback woodpecker. Okay, so they're going double woodpecker. So food won't be a problem. Common golden eyes popped up, so that might be gone. Because I think that'd be a very powerful one for my opponent to go and snag. Oh, and now they've revealed Galar. Okay. Well, we have to take that because I can't let them have Galar in the forest here. That's too good. We could. I mean, there's a world in which we pivot into grasslands here with Galar ibis. That could actually work quite well. But I do definitely want to take it. So let's, I think, tuck this cardinal. You can go away. Malafau, probably not interested in you. But another bonus card bird in Cerulean Warbler. Definitely of more interest to me. So yeah, I think, I don't know, this could be a grasslands. Kind of just need to find another tuck and draw. This is where I wish both of these were in the grasslands now, because that would just be filthy. Catbird Galar is almost instantly winning the game. So, but yeah, Ibis as well with a guaranteed tuck. Maybe finding some discarded birds could be powerful. Maybe if they didn't tuck the lyrebird, if it's been discarded somewhere, we can dig that back up. But we'll see. But yeah, that was a nice tray. So I think they'll go Goldfinch. They'll go Goldeneye as well. But maybe do some digging before that. So do we continue digging ourselves? It's kind of tempted to just go and take food here because we could get the extra seed for the Galar, and then the fish and the berry would feed the Ibis. And I think getting this grasses going would be nice. But I think we can afford to draw once more, so we'll draw. We'll see what comes up. Okay. Not too bothered by these options that we're finding. Yeah, okay. I think that's fine. These are extra cards that we could probably throw for food. I mean, we could throw them for eggs, so they're points. That's for sure. Yeah, this Star Specialist, we're going to hit that really easily, so not a problem there. I would very much like a free egg, actually, if my opponent... Oh, okay. That signals that they're about to take food. So yeah, if I take food now, I can do Ibis and Galar back to back. Which would be good. But equally, if they took food, maybe I could play the Nuthatch first. Then take food. But then I probably wouldn't be able to play both these. I don't think they're going to take food twice. I think you probably take food once. Play the Goldeneye, play the Finch. I think this end around goal's out of reach for us, unfortunately. But I think we do want to take this food while it's there because we need it. And yeah, I do want to get some of these forest birds down as well. These bonus card birds, I think would be nice just to build that out a little bit more. But it's a question of timing that correctly, which is always a challenge. So, okay, lots of re-rolling going on here. I suppose that's the power of this woodpecker. So we've got to watch out for that. But yeah, I think we do move into the grasses here. It's kind of tricky. It's very tempting. And I probably would, if I hadn't found Galar, I think I probably would have just put the Ibis in the wetlands. So there is part of me that's saying, just do that, ignore the Galar and keep digging. But Ibis and Galar in the grasslands is already 5 points a turn. And you could just add more stuff to that. And there's no guarantee, I think especially once that Goldeneye goes down, they're going to be good for eggs. We're not going to be getting this woodpecker all the time. So I don't think I can fully just rely on that for food, which definitely makes things trickier. So, how do I want to approach this? How do I want to approach this? I think I can do Ibis. I can do Ibis, lay eggs, and then do Nuthatch and Warbler. That might be the better play. Set my forest up better, then take food and play the Galar. I kind of like that. So let's get this Ibis down. We'll get that down first of all. We'll give ourselves options. As I say, I don't want to chase this end around because I think we're going to lose it anyway. Lots of food and lots of birds to play. I think they will want to get down. We do, of course, have a double play, which does make things a little bit interesting, but only if you've got something to double play into, which, apart from this Crake, which I think is pretty poor, don't really have any options. So I'd rather save that. Maybe find a nice puffin or something later. See what the Ibis is going to find. But the thing is, this wetlands is still good, so even if something good comes up in the tray, it's worth drawing cards. Get the 2 tucks, get the 2 cards, which, as I said, can turn those into eggs or food, which we do definitely benefit from doing so. Try and keep our options open here, I think. as far as we can, and yeah, hopefully get some good bonus card draws, because I think we're going to need them. This is a strong board. Okay, Godwit going down. So it looks like they're going for bonuses as well. But yeah, this is strong. Strong birds in the forest and the wetlands. So we got to watch out there. But we've definitely got our own strong birds. Let's say Galar is really, really good. So want to try and get good usage out of that. So Godwit's gone down. Can't see them taking food again this round, so the worm is probably safe. I'm just trying to think if I wanted to play the nuthatch, grab the worm, and then play the warbler. So I think we can lay eggs now. See what this ibis is going to give us. Okay. Don't think either of these are really of interest, so I think we will tuck this swift. Take the point. And yeah, as I say, I think now we'll now do nuthatch, warbler, and we're just pushing this forest out. So the next round we can go and take food. Start throwing cards, hopefully get some more seeds. And we're good. So there goes Gold Knight, yeah. No chance on this in a round. We'll see what we can find on the bonus card front with this nuthatch. Okay, Nestbox Builder, that's pretty good. Because we're going to get the lower bounds with the Galar. But still plenty of time where maybe we could max that out. So that's a good find. Always a gamble, I think, on these kind of bonus cards. Oh, these bonus card birds were only drawing one. My opponent had the same gamble here with the Godwit, so sometimes you can draw a dud there, but we got a good one. And yeah, this Galar, it's going to hit both these bonus cards, so that's nice for us. 43 points, pretty good. And imagine, oh, okay, I was going to say, I imagine much of that's probably tied up in nectar, but it's really not, so that's definitely a good sign. Okay, they drew birds, that makes sense. Win the end of round guard anyway. Let's get a warbler in the game. So what can we find on this bonus card? Okay, Bird Bandit again. This Galar's just going to smash all these bonus cards. So that's another good find. Thank you, Cerulean Warbler. And yeah, onto the teal. So I'd say this Golden Eye, this could be huge. 4 eggs every round. Maybe a bit of a challenge clearing those out, but good food access, good card access. I'm sure they'll be playing lots of birds to do that. No problem at all. So there we go into the next round. And yeah, I don't think any of those birds in the tray are too interesting. I mean, the heron's not bad. It's big points. Am I going to be drawing cards that much? Probably not. So I think here we take food. I don't know. It's sort of tempting because I do need something to double play into the egret, and I think my opponent probably takes food here, and maybe leaves me with better options on the reroll. So let's go and draw cards. Okay, well that was worth it. Spoonbill, definitely nice. So we'll go with that as the double play. Ooh, triple play even. Okay. We'll take that. Spotless Crate can go away. And, yeah. It's going to need a lot of food. It's going to need a lot of food. Lots and lots of fish. But we'll see. I was definitely hoping for another grassland bird that would maybe come up there. Because, as I say, Ibis Galar is strong, but you kind of need to add a bit more to it. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, opponent indeed is taking food. Was kind of hoping for some seeds or nectar. I think much of that's going to go, but we'll either get a fish or a worm, which we do sort of need here for later anyway. And that's okay. So yeah, in terms of this end around goal, I think we're losing. We have only got one. And my opponent has more. So not sure we can do too much there. But let's take food. Alright, get what we want. So, what do we get rid of? Probably Welcome Swallow. Probably Welcome Swallow goes. And yeah, we'll give out these berries. I think my opponent is good for food. Or at least they got much better food access, much stronger forest than me. So giving out food here, I think is okay. even if it's useless berries, we might just need to force some of these stuff. Maybe we'll get rid of this reed wobble. I'm just sort of thinking what I ditch here, because I'm going to have to take food again, so I can definitely get the galah down. And alright, back onto our turn. Opponent doing some digging, so yeah, spending some eggs. Oh, and of course getting the egg on the Barnswiller from the Pikiko, so probably sorted for this end around. I think we will keep the Bobolink as an option. It can be a bit of a snipe. They don't know we've got it because it was in the starting hand. Only problem is it just needs loads of seeds, and this galah also needs loads of seeds. But yeah, so they are digging, so maybe not got all the birds they want to end the game with, which is certainly reassuring. But yeah, let's take food. I think we will ditch this reed warbler. It's not an amazing play. It's kind of one that you play if it hits your bonus cards, and it doesn't here, so we'll ditch it. And yeah, we've got enough now to play the galah. So I think we'll do that. We'll play galah, we'll lay eggs, and we'll see if. I suppose the thing is they've got this Pikiko, so they could just lay eggs anyway. But I think you probably don't want to here. You want to take food, you want to draw cards, you want to play birds. You don't want to have to lay eggs here because it's not a strong turn. So we'll see. But otherwise, we'll do galah, and yeah, prep for next round. So Clark's Nutcracker's gone down. That must be a bonus card play because it's a bit late for something like that. But again, just strong forest. So giving away some seeds with this, not quite such a big deal. So yeah, we'll do galah. I'm just trying to work out, do I hold a nectar back? I think I probably don't. Because there is a world in which I don't play a bird on that last turn, and I'd rather not lose the nectar, so we'll get it down. And we'll go egg laying, so for now at least we'll keep the berries because we might need them to force here. But there is a world in which okay, good, some fish is coming up. Gonna need that next round. There is a world in which we look at throwing these berries, turning them to eggs, and just sort of cycle things around. Because we can always keep the ibis cards instead of tucking them and then discard them in the forest for a bit more food, which then gets turned back into eggs. So that might be better than just keeping them as tucks anyway, for now at least. And you do tend to find, to be honest, that most of the cards with the ibis are not good. They were discarded for a reason, so yeah, I'm not expecting to find any gold dust there. We're not gonna see any puffins or anything that way. But we'll certainly roll the dice and see what comes our way. So lots more nectar and some more fish is coming up. So yeah, I'm just trying to, as I say, plan this out. I think there is a world in which we maybe just lay eggs. It may just be these three birds. So we probably play Bobolink. I want to take food once next round. So if I can time that well, take food once and be able to double play. Is that affordable? Maybe we need to take food twice. But then, as I say, that's where some of those extra berries can then get thrown for eggs anyway. So let's lay eggs. They've got a lot of food there, so I'm sure we're going to see some birds go down. We'll lay eggs. Doesn't really matter as long as we get one on the Oriole. Give them a reroll. It's less of a feeder I want to see, but it is at least nectars and potentially a rat. What are we going to get here? Okay, well, we did see some of these earlier. As I say, I think we will keep here. I think we'll keep. Because it's more valuable to be able to turn that into food. And maybe help get a reroll where we otherwise wouldn't. And grab the extra nectar, so. We'll see what goes down here. What is it? Gold's Finch. Okay, so this is where we do play Bobolink here. Because we can make sure that we win the centre round goal, because they don't want to legs. You got 2 nectar, it'd be a waste. And I'm trying to rack my brains. I really don't think you got to play a bird as well to clear off this golden eye. So I think we're going to see another bird played here. So I think, yeah, Bobolink. I mean, let's work it out. We don't need it for the bonus cards, so we play it. For the egg cost, it's 3 points. We get 2 more eggs, it's 5 points, but it gets us another 3 on an end round cost. It's an 8-point bird. I think that's worth. I think that's worth the overpay. That's worth the overpay. And it sort of helps that next end around, but I don't think really. I don't think we're going to be too competitive on that one. So let's get it down and get our eggs in as well. So surprisingly high score, I will say. 78 feels like a lot for this board that I don't think actually looks that good. The bonus cards are decent. We do have a nice double play up our sleeve. But I will say I'm kind of looking at this board with a lot of nervousness and envy, because I think this looks much better than mine. And certainly with the Goldfinch, they'll get another bird played at the end of the game. Goldeneye, as I said, that's just going to get so many eggs. Already got 4, it's going to get another 4 here, and then another 4. So that's, yeah, not enjoyable, and neither is that. So, okay, well, that's a good counter to the Galar, unfortunately. But also just with the strong forest, lots of extra seeds, so yeah, not what I wanted to see. Strong teal action, I think, is gonna put us in trouble here, but we'll see. One more good bonus card that maybe the Spoonbill can deliver for us could swing the differences. So we finally didn't lose an end of round goal. And we come here into round number 4, and yeah, we'll see what the plan is here. Lots of birds. I would assume it's going to be mostly taking food and playing birds here, but we'll see. I'll say you do want to clear out Goldeneye egg space. Obviously, get some more seeds for the sparrow, and get the Goldfinch prepped. So probably similar story for us. I think we'll take food. Take food, lay eggs, take food, double play, and then lay eggs. In some combination. As I said, I'd like to be able to maximise when I'm taking food to get as much nectar as possible. We could potentially get a swing in the wetlands if we get enough nectar. But we've not really been seeing loads on our rerolls. So we're going to need a little bit of luck there. And okay, on to our first turn of the last round. You will see we're getting a free egg, and that means opponent did indeed go and take food. So no nectar, but we do at least get a reroll. So we are going to hope for lots of nectar. Okay, just the 1, but we are getting some fish as well. So I think that's sort of what we want to see. And of course, a berry there, which I think is just going to get thrown anyway, or another egg. So that'd be good for us. But yeah, this is the strength of building a big forest, is the quantity of food, the points as well. I mean, this is 4 points each time. It's giving me 1, but still strong, and just being able to re-roll, being able to get loads of nectar, and of course then get those extra data points. That's where the real strength is. So I think we've just not been able to compete on getting nectar, and that's been a struggle. But as I say, have got another gamble, and a good bonus card here. Ideally Forester is going to come up, but wait and see. Stubble Quail. Okay, it's interesting that's gone down now though, not using the berries, or I'm probably going to give 1 more berry, but a very nice play in its own right. So yeah, I don't think we're going to compete on the end of round goal now, but we shall lay eggs. And do we dare throw a food here? I I don't actually think we need to, because I think we can always throw on that last turn. Because we're going to gain 4 foods. Use 6-foot playing birds, so yeah, I think... Let's not be silly. We'll just throw the 1. Galar reset. So they get a seed. That I think will most likely turn into a point. Although they did only get 2 last round, so who knows. Ah, it's our old friend, the Reed Warbler. Well, you do sort of help for this end of round. I mean, we're going to keep you any because I think we need 3 for food. But yeah, I think the fact that you could be turned into a food, I don't think I can afford to triple play. Well, I suppose, if I had slightly different food, I suppose I could double play without the egret. But I think this is just such a good option. It's kind of, you know, better than my grasslands, or at least on par, to do the double play and get another 5 points here. So got to bear that in mind. But yeah, I think we just take food again, double play, and then lay eggs. And it's all going to be resting on the spoonbill. All of our hopes and dreams for this game. I think we're going to need a really good bonus card here, because this is looking pretty scary over on this side. Alright, back onto us. And you'll see we're getting another free egg, which means more food. Let's take it over here. So lots and lots of food. Probably that means some more birds are incoming. But it's good for us because it means we get a reroll. So please, we need lots of nectar. Thank you. That's what we wanted. So don't think... I mean, I think on the surface we're going to tie in this wetlands. I'd imagine there's another bird to come down there, but we'll certainly take all the nectar we can get here. And yeah, another berry. So 8 food in total. We use 6 of it to double play, and then 2 of it gets thrown for more eggs. So I think we will get over 100. But in the days of baseboards, that'd be a winning score. In the days of Oceania, more often than not, it's not a winning score. So yeah, it will depend if these are good birds. I say, kind of would expect maybe, I don't know, how do you play this? Ideally, you want to play 2 birds, but then you've still got to have food for the finch and food for the sparrow. So do you just play 1 bird and then not clear out the golden eye, lay eggs, maybe take food? I think there's a few options here, but lots of ways my opponent has had to use up food with the sparrow and the quail. So we'll see what comes of these last 2 turns. Back onto us. What are they doing? Playing Pipit. Okay, this... I was already smelling a prairie manager when the quail went down, but I'm sort of smelling it even more now, so... not a bad endgame bird. That Pipit. Keeping 1 nectar back, so... definitely another bird is going to go down. We'll see where it goes. But we will do our double play. So, Egret going down. Spoonbill going down. What's the bonus card? Going to be... Okay, definitely would have liked better. Citizen Scientist, so close. But Food of Expert... Wish I had that other double play. But I think that was the right decision not to play it. So 2 points, yeah, would have liked better. But 2 points is 2 points. And we're going to get, I think, what's it going to be? 4 eggs, 2 tucks, and another tuck. So 7 points on the grasslands. Yeah, it's going to be an alright score. But lots of good synergies over here, and lots of teals and lots of yellows, and that means lots of points are still incoming. Which is always scary to see. So yeah, we have pulled into the lead, at least on this wetlands nectar. So the best my opponent can do is tie, which I suppose is good. So we have sort of snuck away some points there. But obviously depends what you want to do, where you want to play your birds. Where's your goldfinch bird going? What food have you got to play that? At least we know they've not got Benelli. That's always a worry, and that's always a strong Goldfinch play. So we don't have that to worry about. What do we have to worry about? Common Loon. Yeah, okay, so it's a wetland bird. I think Omnivore is the other bonus card. I was already thinking that when the Nutcracker went down, and that makes more sense for it as well. So yeah, it looks like I would guess 4 seeds here, probably 5 because I'll give them one with the Galar, and then a Goldfinch play as well. So final turn. I'll say time to ditch these 2 foods, spread our eggs around, even though we don't have the Oologist that we would have oh so liked. And there's the seed for my opponent to benefit from. Ibis, well, you're getting tucked anyway, so yeah, definitely could have been a better Grasslands. I'm sort of thinking if maybe the Ibis should have gone down here. I think I would have massively struggled for eggs. Because we did have some freebies coming through, but you can see, even though we actually went Grasslands and used the Bobolink and laid eggs a bunch, still only ended with 9. So I think it would have been all reliant on finding a bush tit or something, which maybe would have come up. But you never know. It's lots of ifs, buts, and maybes there. But we are losing another end around goal, which is definitely not what you want to see. It's been a bit of a struggle across the piece there. And likewise with the nectars. So I think whenever you're losing most of the end around goals and most of the nectars, you kind of know you're in trouble. So what's the damage? Okay, well, so much for it not being Benelli. Eastern Imperial Eagles, so interesting they didn't keep back the cards, but definitely Prairie Manager. And I think that might be enough for them. But I'd say strong on the nectars for my opponent. We did get the tie in the wetlands at the very least, and we come here into the final score. So yeah, I think the writing is on the wall. We would have scored all right. I'd say got like just over 100, but the strong forest, the strong teals and yellows for my opponent, I think is going to be enough here. So yeah, behind on the end around goals, only had 9 eggs. So even though they didn't go Grasslands, plenty more than us, and some tuck cards, but not as many. And we are going to get demolished on the nectars as well, and it's a big score, 143 up against 110. So yeah, not too sure there's much we could have done about that. I think the woodpecker coming up was super nice, super opportune, and yeah, big forest built around it. Oh, it wasn't omnivore, grass and data. Very nice, getting those birds done in the right order. Can be tricky, but a good synergy with Prey Manager. But yeah, just strong game with the teals and the yellows. And as I say, working with that forest, always nice to yeah, get loads of food, get loads of nectar. And that's kind of where we struggled. Definitely struggled for food. Had high hopes for a nice, strong wetlands. Maybe got distracted by the Galar and sort of dragged into the grasses. But to be honest, I think I'm struggling to score over 140, even with some good wetland finds. So we'll take it on the chin. Still got a few more games left to hopefully secure our qualification for the next round, which is always the goal in this World Cup. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see those remaining games in this first stage, please do hit that subscribe button. I hope to see you in another one of those very, very soon.